What's up, Panther Nation? It is the time we have been waiting for. It is the 2014 NFL Draft, and the Panther fans are excited. We are here tonight. It is the professor from Cat Chronicles with my boy, the freaking Puerto Rican. Introduce yourself.
Hello, it is your boy, the freaking Puerto Rican, a.k.a. Big Tasty, in the house.
What's up, Joe? Are you excited about this draft or what?
I am. I'm really pumped up. God, it seems like this thing's been going forever, but it's finally here. It's finally upon us. This is the biggest event of the off season, and tonight, teams' futures are made or ruined.
All right. Our head writer, our lead writer right now, he is killing it on CarolinaCatChronicles.com. Ken Dye, how are you?
What's up, Tony? How you doing?
Oh, that's right. How you doing? He's got his Dave Gettleman face on. Ken, how is it just pretty easy to say that we're about to see Clowney get picked?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a sign of the second coming, and all that. So, but anyway, me and Joey got a thing going on the NFL.com just for the people that are watching, where we did the predict the pick thing. So, we're just going to kind of keep an eye on that and, tell you who we picked just when the draft card, I guess, starts. And
next year, I would like to do that. I'd like to make it something on our site where we can do it earlier in the whole draft, pre-draft process. I would like that to. I think that'd be fun.
Look at what we got, guys.
Oh.
We got our first guest coming in, and we are excited. It is a big party. It is Big Q. He's coming. Don't worry. He's going to show up any second. I'm excited to have. Let's just go ahead and talk about what we're doing real quick while Big Q gets on. Is that this is a live Panthers draft. What we are trying to do is bring the fan draft, that experience of all of us getting together and watching the draft together, commentating this. Screw the NFL Network, screw ESPN. What you're going to get tonight is the fan experience of like watching it with your boys. And your boys are here tonight, and one of our boys is here. Big Q, how is it?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. Are you ready? Are you? Has it been too much for you, this draft experience?
No, not really. Not for the Carolina Panthers. It's more of me wanting to see. It's more of me wanting to see what everybody else is going to do. That's more what I'm kind of looking forward to. I think the Carolina game plan is laid out pretty good. It's gonna be nice. It's like I said on the podcast last night. It's really all about it's like Christmas Day for football fans,
Right on. So you don't think that it's time for us as Panther fans to party like it's 1999?
In a way, but not like that. This is not like the second coming of Cam Newton, okay? What I mean?
Yes, it is. We're about to give him the pieces to beat him.
Right.
There's going to be 2 hours at least before we pick, so nothing to get excited about just yet.
Nope. All right, so what do we got going on here is pretty easy. Houston, do you see Houston dealing this pick at all? No way. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Tell us why, Big Q. Tell us why you could see Houston making a trade here.
Because it's more of where do they need Clowney, right? And where do they need Manziel? I mean, I can see them taking Manziel, number one, but because they don't really have a quarterback. You know what I mean? But
right.
I think they need more than what's available in the top 5. I think it's probably going to be more beneficial for them to deal the pick away and grab some more.
I just heard our boy Aaron Ford saying that Roger Goodell is getting booed. So is the NFL draft turning into what the NBA draft is? Is it getting that showy? What do you guys think?
Not knowing the NBA draft, but I don't think he can get much more showy than the NFL draft's become the
Absolutely.
last few years.
Absolutely.
I mean, doing it at prime time, dragging it out over 48 days, not to mention the year and a half you have to the build up and all the hype.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, I'm going to tell you, Joe, why don't you take over for the conversation for a second? I got to get some stuff ready for some callers in a while.
Okay. All right. So we've got the Texans getting ready to come up. We know they have three options: Clowney, they've got Manziel, or trade. Manziel fits their need. They need a quarterback. I mean, that's clear.
They do.
Clowney's going to help anybody. We know that. He's going to help any defense. Do they have the need of defense that they do on offense? No, for sure they don't. I really think if they could, they'd like to trade.
Yeah,
what do you think, Ken?
I think same thing. I mean, number one pick, to be able to get somebody like Clowney, he's not, just some humdrum guy. And if one team falls in love with him so much that they, are willing to trade like a first, second, a third, and a first next year, you have to be crazy not to trade back down. That way you can pick up a boatload of picks and really improve your team that way.
I believe that Atlanta or Tampa. I think they're making bids right now, as we speak.
So? You think they're in there? They're bartering right now.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
You don't think anybody else trying to sneak in there? You think it's those two teams?
Price too high.
Because I think those are the two that probably can afford it. You look at Atlanta's makeup. They're not. They hurting on the defensive side of the football. That's where they got their deficiencies at. The offense is pretty good. They got a lot of people coming back. The wide receivers and stuff. The quarterback is solid. They just extended him a little while back. They need that pass rusher, man. That's what they need. Ever since Abraham left, it's been a downward spiral.
Right, it's been non-existent, really.
Yeah.
All right. I think Atlanta makes sense to me. Tampa's pretty good on defense, to tell you the truth. They're solid on D. Their quarterback is a question mark. They did bring in McCown, and they do have the boy from NC State. What's his name, Ken? Glennon, yeah, they've got Glennon. So, they have some guys on the roster.
Well, other than Joe McCoy on that defensive line, I think they could probably use some help. So,
well, they picked up, I think it's Michael Johnson, I think his name is, from Cincinnati.
Yeah, he's such a star.
No, he played well for the Bengals. I want to say he had 8-10 sacks, something like that last year. So, he's an upgrade. What I'm saying is he's an upgrade over who they had.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the thing is, Clowney kind of throws a big variable into everything just because of the fact that he's such a physical freak and one of those once in a 10 or 20 year type of player. So it throws a lot of uncertainty on there because some are going to have him ranked, sky high, and others are going to question his work ethic and not be in the picture at all. So we'll just have to see. It'll be upcoming in a second. Although, for the record, I did have him going number 1 overall.
Right, and I think it's clear to me he is the number 1 talent.
Whether it's to Texas or not, right?
Right, he's the number 1 talent. There's no doubt about that. It's just, is it you draft need here or talent?
Yeah, I think if you need a quarterback, you got to trade back.
Right.
Because somebody's going to want Clowney if you make it known that you don't want him. So you trade back, get that extra draft capital for some other players, and still get your guy a quarterback probably around 4 or 5 or whatever it might be, 6, 7.
As it gets later into the pick, at the time, do you think the offers start to get less and less? Meaning, if they traded right as the clock started, they could get a 1 and a future 1 with a couple of other picks. And as the time dwindles down, teams realize that it's going to be one of those deals where they trade or take Clowney. So they start to offer less in exchange for that number 1 pick.
I don't think they will. I
don't know. I think it goes the other way because they don't necessarily know who's bidding against them.
Absolutely.
So.
And I believe that the offers may have started a couple days ago. I think they know who's in play. They got these people on the phone, and it's just who is willing to give up the most.
Right, and that's what it
That's
is.
what's up. Oh yeah.
That's really what it is. They want to pick
Play
win
one against
call.
the other. Play one against the other.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I don't know. For what my gut is telling me, Atlanta. I just feel like they have the most to spend, and they also have the most glaring need for this guy. If Atlanta doesn't trade up here, I would be very surprised.
And they have the history of doing it, as we all know, the Julio Jones trade.
Right. It wouldn't be unprecedented.
So you think? So you're saying that Atlanta's the team most likely to make the move, Big Q?
Well, wait a minute. I just see that Atlanta traded up from number 6 to number 4. So I just saw that. So they have made a trade. So they didn't make the deal with Houston like I thought they would.
They've already
Well,
jumped
maybe
up
that's
to
just
4.
the precursor to trying to get to number 1.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it could be that kind of a move.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
That's,
okay. So
Well, the thing is, I'm sorry, Tony. Go ahead.
so you're saying, all right. So you're saying that Atlanta's already jumped to the 4 spot?
Yes.
Oh wow. And we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to something happens.
Right.
So if you're the Texans right here, do you just hold to see if someone just gives you the farm?
They would not make this pick until the very last second. Believe me, they're not going to make it to the very last second.
right.
What surprises me is that they don't have this deal worked out already. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would almost think that the team already have made the deal, but they like to push it to the last second, don't they?
You know, we could always see this. We could always see the Texans grab Clowney, and then the Falcons grab Manziel at 4, and then trade. We could always see that. That happened with Manning and Rivers. Remember that year that happened?
Oh yeah.
Right.
I believe Atlanta is definitely making a play though. Whatever they're cooking up something. I think they definitely want Clowney. They do, and I think they want him more than anybody else. That's out there right now.
I think you'll see triple zeros on that clock before the commissioner says
Oh,
anything.
absolutely.
Somebody said this is that there has to be a trade if it takes this long.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now I don't know if that's the truth.
No,
but
not necessarily. They're just waiting until they're just biding their time until literally the last second to see if somebody, they're keeping that fishing line out there just as long as they can.
Okay, well, how about this? Oh,
Pick
Pixon.
it.
All right.
So let's see what we got here.
Be Clowney.
Leave the Clowney. I second that.
Wow, I can't believe Atlanta didn't take that. They didn't get the deal done. They didn't trade it away.
All right, we're waiting. I'm watching.
Wow, I'm stunned. I'm stunned
Yeah,
right now.
is that because you know what is that 4th? Now what could Atlanta be doing?
I have no idea.
What is 4th really going to get you if you don't get Clowney?
I have an
Mac?
idea.
Mac maybe.
One of the tackles.
I hope it's not Sammy.
Well, the thing is, it's been widely said that there's 4 elite prospects. If you go in 4th, you're guaranteed at least one of them.
Prospects or tackles? So you're thinking Mac. Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking Mac. Yes.
Either Mac or one of the tackles.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
I think that's right. And they need help at linebacker, and they also need desperately. Well, they added some pieces on the offensive line in free agency, so this is already in the very beginning.
It's drama.
Yeah, yeah. This is what Roger Goodell wanted.
Here we go.
And away we go.
All right, here comes the commish. Okay, let's see. I have
That's
a
no
little
surprise.
sign to say whether I like to. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not as elaborate as yours, Tony.
What's that?
Oh,
Stadium.
Yeah, it's
wow.
I
Wow.
think I might have
Mario Williams-esque.
I think I might have that 4-second head start on you guys. I don't know.
Pause
Are
it
you
by.
watching it on
pause
TV
it
or
by
are you
a
watching it
second.
online?
No, I'm watching
watching on
it.
TV.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, if you watch it on TV, you're gonna be a little bit ahead.
Pause it like 2 seconds.
So okay, so Joey, here's the deal. This is what I was afraid of. they take Clowney at number 1, right?
Okay.
So they got a number 1 overall pick that they're going to try to fit into the defensive scheme that they already have, with Cushing coming back, with Watt being healthy. Who else did they bring in? They brought in some other people. I just don't. I didn't see the need here for this. I don't know.
Right, I agree. I think they're talented on defense tremendously.
Yeah.
And then you turn around and look at that offense, and they have all the pieces they need, just no quarterback. They got a running back, they got receivers, they have no quarterback. So it makes me wonder, what were they thinking? They're planning on getting a quarterback with the first pick in the second round. They better hope somebody's there.
Wow.
Oh, there will be. I mean, A.J. McCarron. There's good guys. There's Fales. Derek Carr might be there. I just don't see any of the quarterbacks in this year's class being worth the first-round pick.
So I'm thinking, since Atlanta probably figured that either they couldn't get a deal done with Houston, so they decided to go to their second plan, which is to go number 4 to try to get Mac. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, I could see that.
Right.
I could definitely see that. I don't see Atlanta making a move for Clowney now that he's gone number 1 though. Like in the scenario I was talking about, them drafting a quarterback and then them trading. I don't see that happening now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that since they must didn't get the kind of offers that they wanted, so they went ahead and took him. I mean, why not, right? So.
You got slotted in second spot.
Who is that's the Rams, right?
Rams, yeah.
So the Rams, they took Tavon Austin last year. They is running back one of their needs, but I don't think a running back would go this high.
No, I wouldn't. No.
I got Greg Robinson. Who you got, Joey?
I don't remember who I picked on the draft thing, but I could see Robinson going here. Jake Matthews, even Sammy Watkins isn't outside of the realm of possibility.
I'm thinking we see the first receiver get taken here.
They're taking so many receivers. They took a receiver the first round last year.
They did.
The Rams need to move this pick. That's what they need to do.
I agree. I think that would be their best move. Would be to trade it.
I mean, why would you? I mean, I understand. Look, Sammy Watkins, but they've got some receivers. I mean, you're either going offensive tackle here. I don't know. I just feel like you could get so much for this pick right here.
Absolutely.
And
so, 13.
Come on, Carolina. Call in, Carolina. Let's get Sammy or Robinson. So the question.
Hey, Tony, do you think you could send Patrick Newton an invite?
Yeah.
I don't really see Carolina trying to jump up this high. I don't know about that, but I think the Rams, they can steal this pick away. I mean, they still got number 13. They still playing with house money right here, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is the pick. This wasn't even their pick. This is the Washington Redskin pick.
Right. Yeah.
All right, Joe. I want. What do you guys? This is all about Atlanta right here. To me, is that what we are talking is what does Atlanta need to do most, and is Greg Robinson the answer to their problems? I'm starting to think it's Khalil Mack.
Yes, definitely. I think Khalil Mack was definitely the number 2 option if they couldn't get Clowney, which I'm so relieved that he didn't come to Atlanta. I thought Atlanta was going to make a play for him. I really did. I thought they were going to just blow and go all in for him. But I'm kind of relieved that he's not coming to the NFC South. So that's pretty good. But Mack is the next choice if he's still on the board. At 4, I think they just traded up to 4, right? Yeah. So.
Right. The only team that I think would jump in that has a chance at getting him would be Jacksonville, who's going at 3.
Right.
But they're a team that could go Watkins if he's there because they lost Blackman for this year.
Absolutely. So they leave them with Shorts and they definitely need to. Well, they definitely need to be looking at the quarterback too. But I'm pretty sure they think they can get a quarterback late. But definitely the wide receivers for Jacksonville. I don't see them making a play for Matt. I'm just curious of what St. Louis is getting ready to do here. I don't know.
I wonder if their phone's blowing up.
Right.
I still think it's either Robinson or
Watkins? Who?
Jake Matthews.
Oh, okay. You think offensive line.
You know, I had
Dave
heard
Long
stuff.
can't stay healthy, man. So
I
they
had heard
want to
stuff.
make sure they want to check out, give name escape Bradford every chance to success.
Right.
And I think a top tier left tackle do more to help now than a wide receiver because I got so many in the second round in the last few years, and then added Tavon Austin in the first last year. So they got that set, you know.
Wait a minute.
And they got that number 13. So
What just happened with Cleveland? Something just happened with Cleveland.
They said that
Y'all-
Atlanta is trying to trade with Cleveland to get into the 4th spot.
yeah, I'm still seeing Cleveland online as being the
Yeah,
fourth.
they just
Yeah.
working a
I see.
trade with them.
I see an ATL at number 4. No, actually,
I see Jacksonville, Cleveland, Oakland, Atlanta.
right. Yeah. So
You're
Cleveland's still
fourth
number 2.
now because number 2 is on the clock.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
this? Joe and Ken have totally got my tweets on favorites right now because every time I tweet, it's blowing up. Boop, 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 boop. What about this? What do you think about will the Rams trade this pick to the Redskins?
Wait a minute. We got something. We got action.
Pick is in, it says.
Pick is in.
I'm telling you, you put Sammy Watkins on that team, and they are scary good.
They are.
Well, Bradford's so fragile. I think you got to protect him.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, too.
That or replace him because I heard.
Yeah,
that
I mean, but you're stuck with him for now.
Right.
Excuse me.
Wow. So, yeah, because Jacksonville. So, okay, Atlanta is still in the same spot they were before, right?
Yep. Joey, you can't pull up your submit the pick thing from NFL.com. Is it too much traffic on there? Or?
I haven't tried.
I
I
have
can try on my phone.
I have a what is this?
I'm batting 1,000.
So I got a little tracker right here that that I put up on the. We can't really see it because it's. Because it's.
I know this thing here gives you
the resolution
points
is too
and
low.
stuff, so it's kind of like a game.
Yeah.
All right, I got Clowney and then Robinson.
Well, Mayock seems to think that is Robinson, so we'll see. Mayock claims he knows everything.
And I picked Mac to the Falcons, just to let you know.
I have Matt going to Jacksonville, actually. Pass rushers at a premium.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
Robinson.
Yep. A good pick. That's a good pick by the Rams.
I think so, too. They're in a division where they need to have good offensive line.
Okay, that's not bad. I agree with that.
That's a bruising division.
Those dudes are pretty dang scary, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I want to say, actually, if they could just get a they need to start thinking quarterback. Bradford is a bust. Let's just go ahead and say it.
Well, no, man. I don't know.
What's the highest pay? You got paid $50 million, and he stinks.
But he put up some crazy numbers, though.
No.
Well, not in the last
His
2
rookie
seasons.
year.
His first 2 seasons, though, yeah.
Well,
Like I said, if you could just stay healthy, that's the tackle.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
he doesn't have any excuses. That's the thought process, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. All right, so
I
who
got
you
Khalil
in the
Mack going next, who I got. So
Wow, I'm just surprised that we have absolutely no movement on the. I thought it would be more movement than this.
now, still could be. Jacksonville needs bodies. So if
Right.
somebody's interested, there's likely to trade back as anybody. They need like 8 guys, just for starters. So
If it wouldn't have costed a future number one, I wouldn't have minded trading with Jacksonville to move up to the 3 spot. If we could have given them like a first, this year's our first, just swapped first and given them a third. But to get the number 3 spot, it was going to take more than that.
that's crazy.
Well, look, Sammy
They
Watkins
gonna
is
drop
still there.
26 spots. They gonna drop 26 spots for a third round pick. Come on.
So let me
Right,
see.
I know. I can dream.
Nah, what would it take to get Sammy Watkins? It's going to take a first this year and a first next year at the minimum.
Right.
And a second and a third this year, and probably a fifth.
No, not that much. Maybe like a first, and a fourth, and a third from next year, maybe
That's a steep price, though.
for one guy. For one guy.
Because we're drafting
isn't-
so late. It's the thing, we're drafting so late. We have to move so far up.
Yeah.
Okay, so who do the Jags pick? Is this where Johnny Manziel goes?
This is the first place where the conversation can start.
Yeah.
You know.
I got a little something special. Let me go get my email, pull this up real quick.
Oh, yeah?
We got some good news. Is we might be getting Nathan Conley to call in tonight from Bustin' Loose WFNZ the Fan. I've contacted him. He's at a draft party, but he might be able to spare 5 minutes after the Carolina Panthers pick. He's a lot of stuff going on, but we might be able to squeak this one out. That's big. I got a Tampa Bay fan calling in, or like a super fan calling in after the Tampa Bay pick. And how about this? Is there any way we could get Glass to come on just for a moment around that Denver pick?
Oh yeah, that's pretty late, but yeah, we can reach out to him and see what happens.
Is he going to be up that late?
Well, he's in a different time zone than us, so it's actually will be a little earlier for him.
It's 2
Okay.
hours early.
I'm trying to. How do I flip this thing?
All right, so for everybody watching, what we want you to do tonight is we want you to hashtag C3 to get in on this conversation. So hashtag C3 for Carolina Cat Chronicles. Let's get on this, and what we're going to do is try to generate a fan discussion. So right now, all we got is good picks. You can't really go wrong at this point. What do you guys think? Who is the bad pick in the top 5? Who's the sucker bet?
Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel? Is he?
Any quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay. Any quarterback. I think Teddy Bridgewater is fine.
I think he is too. Yeah,
I think he's the best one.
Well, wait a minute. You said top 10?
No, yeah, I think he could go 8 to Minnesota.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's where they're at.
Yeah. So what do you think about Manziel falling? Because we're at 3 now, right? And he's still on the board. This, like I said, this is the first team where the conversation can start, and maybe Oakland as well.
They said they're not drafting a quarterback in the first round because they have Schaub.
Right. Schaub?
Okay, so my question is this. Hey, Big Q, what do you think about what I got on my screen right
I
now?
like that. Johnny who? I like it.
It'd be funny if he's the next pick.
Can you guys see it well?
I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm putting this up right here because it could just be Johnny Manziel to the Jaguars. I think he's been adamant that he doesn't want to go there. I mean, I wouldn't either. So what are you guys' thoughts on that? Could this be Johnny Manziel to the Jaguars here?
Anything's possible. I got Khalil.
That's why she's not.
If we talking best player available, you got to go Mac. But we'll see. Here's the commissioner.
Oh. Bortles.
Oh my Lord, Johnny who? No.
I like it. That looks good. I like that, Tony.
Put the butts in the seats pick. Yeah.
Johnny Manziel continues to
Florida.
fall.
Makes sense.
Wow, nobody had this guy.
I like the pick. I'm a Blake Bortles fan. Tony, have I not been a Blake Bortles fan since?
Did you have him this high though?
Did I have? I had him as my first quarterback off the board. I'm not saying.
I saw some people calling him to go to the Texans. Number one.
Wow.
I like him.
That's crazy to me. Yeah, Joey likes him because they say he's going to be like Ben Roethlisberger.
He's a pretty big dude.
Well, he played in a pro-style offense.
Okay. He's got a cannon for an arm. He's a big dude, so he can take a hit, and he'll stay up. You know, with those when they just get a hand on you, he won't go down. He's mobile, more mobile than Ben. He's more athletic than Big Ben, and he's a winner, man. He's a winner. He's got that fourth quarter magic.
How can you say he's a winner? He played at like UCF or something like that.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is he's got that.
Marshall.
He can take it on his shoulders and will his team to a victory is what I'm saying.
Well, the time is running out for Atlanta to make that move.
This is great for them, though. I think this is great for Atlanta's chances of getting back.
Oh, absolutely.
I was never sold on Blaine Gabbert, and have never been sold on. So officially turning the page here. So that's good for them.
If you were Atlanta and you had an offer on the table to Cleveland 15 minutes ago, right? What is the value? What's the value of that deal now? Does it go down, or does the pressure increase right here? Cleveland's about to go on the clock.
I don't know if I don't know why you would move here. Like, really, what do you want to? What are you going to achieve? You're going to get, I guess, Khalil Mack. But, there's some question marks surrounding that guy. Buffalo, you have the 5th pick in the draft, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, what else do you need?
Well,
I don't know. Joey, what do you think? Answer Big Q's question. Say it again.
There's a trade.
We have a trade?
We have a trade.
Okay, so the deal did go through. What happened?
Cleveland and somebody.
Wait a minute, who?
I bet it's Manziel.
Wait a minute. Who did they trade with? Who traded with? No, Cleveland's on the clock. So what happened?
Buffalo. Buffalo and Cleveland have traded.
Oh, here we go.
So they're getting
Atlanta struck out again.
They're getting Khalil Mack. They're trading for Khalil Mack.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. I like the graphic. That's pretty cool.
Let me put that up, Tony.
You see it?
No, put it up.
Oh, I see it.
It is up.
Okay, now I see it. Nice.
We have a trade.
So, me talking about helping out Stevie Smith and that kind of thing. Do we see a running back here, or do we still say they're looking to grab a defensive player?
I think Watkins. Who knows?
Khalil Mack all the way.
This is Khalil Mack.
Yeah, they've got Mario Williams, then they've got that linebacker that played real good for them last year as a rookie. I can't remember his name. He had a good game against Carolina, actually.
I wish I could find out what Cleveland got from Buffalo.
Buffalo moved up from 9. They moved up 5 spots.
Yeah, but I want to know what they gave up.
The house.
It could be Sammy Watkins.
Here we go. Take us in. I think it's the first wide receiver. Here we go.
It could be.
Who's a quarterback in Buffalo nowadays? I forget.
Eli Manuel.
It's EJ Emanuel.
Manuel.
EJ Emanuel. I just called him EJ Emanuel. He's from. He played for Florida State.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he went down. Yeah, he coming back from a.
Here you go, Big Q. They gave up next year's first and next year fourth.
That's it. Oh, that's it. Oh, they have a ninth.
Plus the ninth. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I was about to say because if that was the 28th.
That's the ninth this year.
Ninth this year.
Oh.
Oh.
Watkins.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not going to Atlanta.
Wow. Wow, Atlanta just losing everything. I bet their board is just looking crazy right now.
They still got Mac, but the Raiders are going to
Well, actually, that's who I slotted for the number 4 pick only to Cleveland.
Yeah, me too. Oh, no, I'm lying. I had Taylor Lew on there. I've got Mac going to the Falcons at 6.
Wow. That's actually not
I
a
got
bad
I
pick.
got 3 of the first 4 right.
No, that's a great pick for them.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great pick for them because he's going to help that offense, man. Now Manuel has his go-to guy.
That's right.
And I got another Clemson Tiger in the backfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spiller.
I have no idea what Oakland's gonna do here because they got issues everywhere.
I think Oakland goes Mac or Matthews. Mac or Matthews.
I got Mike Evans.
You're blowing up, Joey. Put that mug on silent.
It says Sammy Watkins grew up a Bills fan. Pretty awesome.
That is awesome. Who grows up a Bills fan but anybody that lives in Buffalo?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what, guys? All right. First of all, remember, every tweet you guys send out tonight, hashtag C3. And everybody, Carolina Panther fans, hashtag C3. It's the new Carolina Cat Chronicles official hashtag. But here is what we got going on right here is that you know that Joey's dog is going crazy, 1. 2, this is what you got going on right here is that you know if it's Oakland on the clock, it's going to be a bad pick.
Or it's bad for the pick, anyway.
Wow. Wow. I don't know. That's an upgrade for sure. So far, I think every pick so far. Well, I don't know if I agree with the Houston pick, but the rest of them, I think they've been pretty good picks. The Houston one, I don't know.
All right. Do we get a Johnny football sighting here to Oakland?
No.
Will they fall for it?
Quarterback.
Nope. His next chance at bat would be Minnesota.
Right.
It's a smoke screen.
No. I say Mike Evans, big guy for Carson Palmer throw to, or not Carson Palmer,
Matt Schaub.
Matt Schaub. Yeah, he needs somebody big because of his accuracy issues.
Man, Watkins would have looked so good in a Panthers uniform.
I think so too. But if Minnesota whiffs here, the next chance that Manziel gets is at Tennessee. And then it's going to get bad for him. And then you never know. Jerry Jones might get his wish, you know.
I don't know, though. I think Dallas needs a defender.
Yeah.
I mean, they were dead last. And that takes...
Yeah, I mean, they were dead last, and then they lost their best player. I mean, they cut their best defensive player. How do you compare Sammy Watkins to Des Bryant?
Right. So
I don't even think that's close.
I was thinking about what was going on in the Atlanta war room, and now I'm thinking at that board, and I'm pulled all those magnets off the board.
Took a sledgehammer to that board.
What play do they have right here? Though? What's left? You know, I'm saying.
Yeah, so they just traded a bunch of rounds and didn't get anything, is what you're saying.
No, they didn't. No. They never did get the trade. They didn't get the trade.
Oh, that's right.
Buffalo.
They didn't ever get the trade. That's right.
So now
Buffalo ended up getting the trade.
All right, pick us in, guys.
does Atlanta look to deal their pick away right here now since all the guys are gone?
The Raiders
no,
don't
they
get
need
Mac
too
here.
much.
They still got Mac.
Oh yeah, Mac is still on the board.
Yeah,
That's right.
Mac, if the Raiders don't get Mac,
Mac's on the board, and Matthews is out there.
Right.
Several good picks for the well, you know, it's the Raiders. They need so many people anyway.
I don't know about Oakland, man. Mesh up. You know, so one of the quarterbacks is gone. So what? That's three of the elite ones left. Or yeah, there's still Menzel and Bridgewater. What's the other guy's name that nobody ever talks about?
A lot of people want to know how he fits in a 4-3. Hey, think of Von Miller. Sam linebacker on first down, so back and off the edge.
Well, Buffalo fans are happy. I mean,
absolutely.
it's nice that you get to move on. You know, it's nice that I guess this is the only time bad teams get to have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes Mac.
Yeah, you guys are ahead of me actually, because I just heard.
Wow. So ATL is screwed now.
Well, they're going to have to go offensive tackle.
Yeah, they're going Jake
Matthews.
Matthews.
They'll take
Matthews. You can't mess with Lawan. I hope.
Actually,
All I can say is this. So is Atlanta on the board?
Yeah, they're getting ready to go
Atlanta's on the board, and this is what we need. We need them to make a bad pick.
Taj Boyd.
All right. NFL mobile.
At number 6, that would be a bad move, especially when you got Matt Ryan.
How could you go to a Charlotte?
Yeah.
How could you go to a Charlotte Knights game on draft day? This dude is crazy. Speaking of which, I got Charlotte Knights tickets. I don't know if you guys can see that. But I haven't been to the game yet.
To what game?
The Knights game.
What is that?
Knights.
Is that the minor league team? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of that new stadium. It's real
beautiful.
nice.
It is beautiful.
It's real nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony,
Yeah.
did you get my chat?
I see it right now. What's the email?
Man, this messes up my board.
Let me find out.
Why don't you send it in the chat window, okay?
I will.
All right. So far, how about this? Do you guys feel at this point that we have overhyped the draft to where this is it?
You know,
Is that the
almost
most exciting part?
I don't think so. I think, I did say the first 8 picks were going to be the ones that I really, really wanted to see. But I expected a little bit more movement, though. I really did. You know.
I love to see all the good players that will be devastating to our team go other places in the NFL.
Oh, isn't it so fun?
So I wanted to have a Johnny Manziel counter. So I wanted to see how long he was going to be in the green room. You know, he's been there 45 minutes so far. But I wanted to make a counter to put up on the screen.
Oh yeah.
You wonder if he's thinking now, God, I wish I wouldn't have went out.
He just really faked a sip of water. He acted like he was drinking water, and I was looking. The water didn't even get close to him. He's nervous.
Johnny who?
Johnny Manziel. Manziel.
Well, I'm actually glad that Tampa decided to stay put because they are already building an army over there. Atlanta like they're getting ready to get screwed. So that it just and then you got the Saints are way down there with us. So I feel good in the first round. I think that the Panthers are still looking all right. There's no scary people jumping into the division right away.
Well, if the Falcons take Matthews, that's going to make the Kraken's job harder.
Yeah.
No Sam Baker anymore.
Wow, Atlanta is they still talking about this, man. I don't know. Picking up the pieces to that board that they just knocked down and just like, you know what, screw this. It was like their whole board is messed up.
Yeah, I don't think Matthews was their first pick. Probably not their second either.
That pipeline of a Clemson boys run deep in Buffalo. It's pretty cool. Okay, and EJ Manuel just tweeted exclamation marks.
I bet. Could have been Cam Newton tweeting exclamation marks.
Yeah. All right, so this might be a good time for me to go. And let's see.
All right, so who's on the board, guys? Atlanta and then Tampa, right?
Right. I think Tampa takes Evans if he's there. I think it's going to be Matthews and Evans.
I'm sweating. I'm nervous. It is hot in here.
Here it is, Tony.
Most QB pressures last season, Matt Ryan leads 203. This is all pointing to tackle, man.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think if you on either side of the ball, the offensive front or defensive front was where the biggest need is in Atlanta. And if you can't get the guy you want on defense, you got to go to the offensive side.
Yeah, I think it's too high for Barr. He's probably the next best pass rusher on the board right now.
Yeah, I would agree. It's probably too high. He's more of like a back half of the draft, maybe even middle of the draft kind of talent.
No, I think he's going to go a little higher than people think, but he's not.
He's not top 10.
Number 10 is like the ceiling on him or something maybe. But drafts have, several surprises in the first round.
Yes, we've already seen that.
Bruce Irvin, remember when he went to the Seahawks at number 15, and we were like, what?
Who did we get? Oh, okay. I ain't missing nothing.
Yeah, and look, we've already had a surprise with Bortles going number 3.
Yeah. But it wasn't really a total shock because of the fact he's from Florida. They need fans. They need to sell seats.
And yeah, the huge money there.
I think that's a case where everybody just kind of overanalyzed things. I mean, looking at it is a pretty obvious choice. Look, 20/20 hindsight and all, but still.
Look at that guy, Falcons gear all over.
Let's see if I can get this clock set up here. All right, while I do this.
There
All right,
he
here
is.
is the moment of truth.
There's
Jake
no
Matthews.
surprise there.
All right, hey, I like that better than Clowney.
Yeah.
Me too.
Because Clowney won't be facing us twice a year. That's what it is.
But I like the idea of our end going against Matthews.
Do we have a Johnny Football sighting right now going to Tampa, guys?
Nope.
I would be shocked, really.
I think it's the guy who was catching his passes is going to Tampa.
I think it's a solid pick. If I was Atlanta, I'd be very happy with that.
I wish we had him.
Me too. Me too. What's on the lapel pin? Is it NFL or Falcon? It's a Falcon.
Dirty Bird.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's that? 52.
Well, I had 4 of the 6 picks exactly right in the right order. That's not bad.
Oh man.
No, it's all downhill for me for the picks. I know.
Where will Johnny go? Does he go to Tampa? I think it could be. Man, I think they want Johnny Manziel.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds, because you're mine.
Old Johnny walks the line.
He more like he waits in line.
Oh man, old Johnny waits in line. I like it, Joey. Oh, look at this. Aaron Ford just said this. Matthews is Greg Hardy food. C3.
Very nice.
I like it. I like
Very
it.
nice.
Okay, who's got birds?
No, my dog. She's playing with a toy. It's
She has
the
bird
Great
toys?
Outdoors. I'm coming to you live from the Great Outdoors tonight.
Okay, so this is the big pick. After this pick, we're gonna get a caller in after the Tampa pick, and then what we're gonna have we have a guy. I have a friend of mine who's gonna call in, and he is the most insanely rabid Tampa Bay fan. And on top of that, Joe, he is an NC State fan. So he's going to be torn right here with Mike Glennon and Johnny Football, I'm thinking.
Wow.
It'll be very interesting.
I'm telling you, I think this is Johnny Manziel right here. Who else are they going to get?
I know. I was just thinking that if they go defense, because you know Lovey's a defensive guy. So if they go defense, who would they grab?
And Kent, who are some of the top defensive guys out there right now?
Aaron Donald's one, C.J.
That's-
Mosley, Anthony Barr.
That's what I was thinking. Ken was Donald.
That's
To
who
shore up
I've picked in
that
there.
defensive line
That's who I've got slotted in there for the predict.
for the Bucks.
Yep.
He fits well into that 3-4 defense, right?
I think that's a 4-3 they run.
Is it
Yeah.
a 4-3? Or
Yeah.
Tampa 2 is...
Tampa 2, yeah.
Okay, so with the
Tampa
Tampa
2.
2, didn't all the good success of the Tampa 2 came with Warren Sapp
Yes.
and who was
Derek
the other
Brooks.
guy on the other side of him?
Yeah, Derek Brooks was there. Marcus Jones was there.
John Lynch, safety.
Simeon Rice.
Okay, I'm almost done with my Johnny Manziel counter here.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to get it.
Big Q's got those creative juices flowing.
Oh yeah. So let's see. It's been what 56 minutes. 56 minutes. Okay, so let's see. 0:56. Yeah. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay, so.
I think it's going to be either Mike Evans or Aaron Donald. I'm kind of leaning towards Mike Evans to put on the opposite side of VJax. They give you two giant receivers. That'd be so hard to cover.
It would be so hard to cover. But if you could get to the quarterback, you don't have to worry about him throwing the ball.
Well, I mean, that's the case for anybody, though.
Yeah, but if they don't
Which
show
that
up,
throw it up, you know.
They didn't have a really good offensive line last year, did they?
Say what?
They didn't have that great of an offensive line last year.
They've got some good players. I think they had some injuries, though.
They did have some injuries, yeah.
Maybe that left guard, I think somebody got injured pretty early.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name.
Was it like Evans? Is that who it was? Evans or Brewer or something like that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Zari Evans.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
It's kind of hard to keep track of all the guards in the league. They're such a glamorous position.
It is. There's so many of them.
Oh, there's my timer. Where am I gonna put it at? Right here.
101.
Okay, let's put the text in here. Let's put I got title.
Pick is in.
Johnny Mans. How you spell the dude's name? I-E-L?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's
Nah.
Call him Johnny Football.
oh man, I might even get a chance to put it up.
Yep, there he is. Good job, Ken.
My God.
I can't get my screen back on. Let's see. But that.
All right. I don't want to play Tampa this year now.
Okay. All right. So we need one more minute, and we can do the Johnny Manziel counter.
Wow, he's so emotional.
Let's see. I need one more minute. One more minute.
Yeah, man, that's a big dude to try to cover.
Oh, who was on the clock again? Minnesota. Okay. Okay. We start the Menzel counter. It is going.
Wouldn't have minded seeing him in a Panther uniform either. Oh, there's a trade.
Hey, yo, Joey, can you see my Johnny Menzel counter?
I can. I can see all of it except the R on counter.
Oh, no, you have to make me full screen in order to see. Like, in the little box.
Oh, yeah, well, then I can.
Okay, good.
Yeah, now I can. I can see everything.
Cool. That's what I'm talking about.
I really wouldn't have minded seeing Evans in the Panther uniform, too. But there is a trade. Cleveland moved. What?
Browns
Cleveland
from
jumped up
Vikings.
with the Vikings. They swapped with the Vikings.
Yeah, they did.
Could it be? Is it?
It may be.
Is it Manny? Manziel, that is?
That might be who the guy is. Who else would you trade up for?
So wait a minute, they got Whedon, they got Hoyer. Do they still got Hoyer?
No, they got rid of
They don't have
Wheaton.
Wheaton anymore, I don't
Wheaton's a
think.
Cowboy.
So it's Hoyer and who was the third guy they had last year?
Hoyer and I think Vince Young is their third quarterback.
Right. No, I don't see Menzel going here.
Who did they trade up for in one spot then?
Who does
Derek
Cleveland
Carr?
need?
It's got to be a quarterback
Oh, yeah.
because
Interesting.
the Vikings need one.
Where are you at?
Did you get booted?
No?
You're still in it?
Yeah.
Okay, I got booted out.
That's hilarious.
My browser
Okay,
was,
the pick is in.
I'm restarting it.
Okay. Yeah. Huh. All right, you're just going to be able to jump back in? Okay. All right, well, I was wondering where Tony went. He got booted. So he is planning on rejoining the hangout, and we should be having our first caller
All right.
once he gets back in here.
The pick is in.
Oh.
All right.
Well, I got Johnny Manziel going 8th anyway, so.
What? What?
Whoa.
Wow.
Justin Gilbert.
That is craziness.
Wow.
Well, I don't understand why they would have made that move. Why couldn't they have gotten him at 9? Was Minnesota going to take him then?
Minnesota.
This is Cleveland we're talking about.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
This is Cleveland. It makes perfect sense. Because it
Minnesota
makes
has a quarterback
no sense.
need, but
They traded their pick and a 5th and moved up one place.
well, they wanted their guy. So let's see what we got here.
Well, they went and got him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they got a nice pair with Hayden there.
Yeah, they got some really good, well, what will be really good corners.
Well, Joe Hayden's one of the best in the game, too.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
So, but hey, this is part of the charm of the draft. There's always a few surprises.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, this is just that.